live stream ain't working, but this is the RFO show. I'm your host, DJ Dyko here. A lot going on lately. Sorry, can't really talk stuff. It's Flat Bro. I'm sponsoring a page I made there. It's viral on Facebook. Counting talk. Check that out. You got the put down. What do you think? Tell me under.
Hey up, Americans.
Probably not. Who cares? Starting to see more views, more stuff. Yeah, I know what's going on. And then you get down here, and you're starting to see the 10Ks, the 20K, 28K there. And, you know, just because of the algorithm, they try to censor us. But we still get through 10K, 3K, 2K, 7K, 100K, 500,000, 74,000, 93,000. So, yeah, we got to pay. We viral on multiple platforms, not just my own. You know, I just lost another account. So I want everybody to go follow there. I mean, we might have to stream live here for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? With this Facebook page. I can link it up to this and stream, to this restream thing. I don't know. But yeah, go check that out. This is fucking crazy. Re-uploads. You know?
At 100 miles
here, let me know.
Ocean, how much curvature should there be? Do you know?
I don't care.
It's about 6,000 feet. It's about 6,000 feet. So you should not be able to see.
You can see?
No, you wouldn't be able to see 100 miles away. The ocean.
Says who, Eddie? You didn't go to school for this stuff. These people that are talking to you.
Dude, I research this all the time.
I know, but you're hearing from
what I'm saying
side,
a lot.
but you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is that
raised on the goddamn globe. Yeah. And what do we got here? So we know what's going on. We popping.
Crazy. So this is April, what, 14th? It's Friday, April 14th, 2023. I'm in Oklahoma. Something's above my house, y'all. I can hear sirens going off in the background.
Anyway, shit. I guess we'll check out Facebook first, probably. See what's going on. That's some weird shit. Oh, I can't fucking breathe. I hate hiccups. It's just like this annoying fucking thing. Uh-oh. I'm gonna exit out of that. I thought that was just the meat. Next. So yeah, I don't think my algorithm is gonna be the same. Cause I know,
So I've been doing some digging. Where's our vice president at? Where's he at?
Hold on, bro. Check out the link in the bottom.
For the billionaires. Let me explain. As per usual, it's out of a chimp, and I don't know how to use Google. Even own a phone, by the way. Now, let's get started. If anyone's in your apartment, all it should be, you need to teal immediately. Shout out Uber in this deep. There's a lot to talk about. So our vice president's entire, let me put it into perspective of how much money he put into his career. According to Forbes, Peter Thiel put in $15 million to his entire political career. The number 2 spot put in 200. Just put that into perspective for yourself. The vice president also says he takes inspiration from Curtis Yarvin. Also said that he was planning to take some of ideologies and using them in administration. One of these ideologies being rage, a term coined by Curtis referring to retire all government employees, which we have been seeing through those. Right. Now, I bring this to say that this dude has major influence in the entire administration and through billionaires alike. But just keep that in mind for the future videos of what I find on him, because it is insane. It's crazy shit. But yeah, that's just for now. Don't
Free phone. Something that the dealership nor the DMV won't tell you.
Wait a minute. You mean they perfected an old black lady with these AI voice? Damn, that sounds real, y'all. Like, you know, it's not meant to be offensive to nothing. They got the native voice too. Yo, that sounds crazy. But as we look here, apparently to challenge jurisdiction in an administrative job. What the fuck? As a native, I'm fucking tripping. Yo, what the hell's going on? What the hell? What the hell? All right. For real though, we're really beating this thing. The DMV is cooked.
Let's talk about the NPR.
Well, again, the RFO show. This is representing for Oklahoma, rapping for Oklahoma, reposting from Oklahoma, whatever you want to fucking put there. I don't know. It's just been the RFO Entertainment. It's been the company for a minute, but we're gonna make the RFO show a podcast style thing where we just scroll and just discuss viral videos here. Or is it true? Is it not true? We try to break it down. We allowing guests to come on. If you got Google Meet right now, I don't got TikTok or phone. These phones aren't. Something's wrong with my fucking Apple account. They're trying to get me right now. So if you got Google Meet, you can join. We'd like to interview flat earthers and other conspiracy theorists. That a lot of us pick a niche and we stick with it. Mine's mainly the legal side. So let's go.
Free phone. Something that the dealership nor the DMV won't tell you. But
I'm gonna try to crank this up. Doing this. It's not loading either. We have to go down comments here to get this to load.
something that the dealership nor
This
the
could be new
DMV won't tell you.
gold. People are finding shit I ain't see it. Let's go.
But MVR 63 is your POA form, power form. And when you fill out that form, if you notice, you're the only one signing it. And when you sign that form, you're basically giving the ship to do whatever they want to do with your signature. And so after I spoke to reps, she said that it's an MVR 63A, which we'll never see that form. I looked it up. The form is even online. That form is not even open basically to the public. You can't see it. So I request that y'all go to the DMV and y'all request for the 605A. And then 605A, it'll give you all the paperwork that you did the day that you signed for your car. And let's talk about this MVR 63
Check
form.
them out. Y'all know what's
Something that
going
the
on.
dealership
There's some pretty crazy predictive programming I just found out about. I'm sure there are others who aren't aware of this one, so I'm going to share. The 77 song, Crack World by Sammy Hagar. This gets wild, but first let me point out a correction between then and line. But
Hang on. Let's get some of these hashtags on. But remember, real quick, we're going to play this. Bye. Band everywhere. Let's get some hashtags. We're going to scroll our photos to scroll media. I'm banned. So I have to use these other accounts to get my algorithm back. Following the truth about the Middle East, about the law, the right to travel, flat earth, cosmology, our history, everything. A lie. So we hit all topics. If there's something you want to talk about, spit the DMs on TikTok. Let's get it. This is the RFO show. Let's get some hashtags on here. If we can get. Well, I'm on the wrong. Sorry, I'm on the wrong YouTube. Here we go. Maybe I want to play the Scots or something like that. Beat's still crazy even 5 or 6 years later. Boom. Boom. Oh, what the hell? I got community warning on this channel too? Shit, we'll have to fix that after we get this. Take training. What the fuck is going on? You have the Austin Cook 7 question training. Alright, let's get the hashtag and we'll take the training and we'll go see what else. Usually I use this channel only for music. This other channel you're seeing me on, no shit. Yes, but I don't fucking know. Entertainment purposes. Alright, let's do this training bit thing real quick. Seven questions, real quick. Let's see. It's probably anti-Semitic questions. Yep, hate speech. Freedom of speech. The shows business and Paulo speaking of group Paul says people from our country spirit of the people in the neighboring country. We must dominate them in every way. Is this a violation? Yes. Correct. Hateful supremacism. Okay, YouTube. Then why come the Jews are allowed to have supremacy? But we can't. We're not doing supremacy here on my channel. I don't speak supremacy, so we're going to show you these questions real quick if we get this bullshit to... What the hell just happened? Hold on before it goes to the next. I want the audio on screen too, so we'll have to do the whole window. What the hell? So when the Jews say people from our country are superior to the people that already exist here on this land, or to everyone in the world, and we take over our country and kill everybody and repopulate the earth, is that not a violation? Well, how come the fucking Jews can do it and not get a violation? But I'm not doing it. We don't have, what's this? Hateful supremacism on channel. This is for the YouTube algorithm. DJ Diako, Diako, and it does not support hateful supremacism of any kind, alleging the superiority of any group that we're a part of, alleging the superiority of a group over those with protected group status. There is no protected group status. We're all people, such as people from neighboring countries, since they are a nationality. To justify violence, discrimination, aggression isn't allowed on YouTube. Okay, well then how come? But it's allowed to discuss when somebody is doing it, correct? YouTube. Ted creates a video about living in this neighborhood. In the video, Ted criticizes things he doesn't like about the neighborhood. Makes offensive comment directed at members of one ethnicity. Okay, there he goes. Things he doesn't like about the neighborhood, and then he had to throw in this ethnicity. He says there's so many black people around here. I wish they would get hit by cars and die. Of course, I'm going to do what they would say, and of course, put that's a violation. It's glorifying violence against a protected group. But again, initially, things he doesn't like about the neighborhood. And then it was, so I don't know. You get what I'm saying. These are stupid questions. A news organization uploads a news segment in which a reporter interviews people about 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Okay, that happened in the United States. Men led 26 people, mostly children. One of the people being interviewed says all the so-called victims of Sandy Hook are actors. No one was hurt. Is this a violation? No, because there's a record of it. Look, I'm just going to do that on purpose. No, even though the content, what the fuck? Includes a statement that denies the victim of Sandy Hook shooting. Well-documented major violent event. In the context of a news segment, news reporter documents the hate speech without promoting it and refuses the otherwise violent language. I don't care. This is just gonna. That's a trick question. Basically, it was actors. You could Google at the time that it happened, Sandy Hook actors. The knowledge panel would come up, as I keep saying, and nobody's seen it, I guess. But the knowledge panel they removed had their names, their actual names, and their failed acting history. Oscar uploads a video to his channel. In the video, Oscar talks about his views on various topics in his home country. He says, fortunately, more and more people are supporting the neo-Nazi viewpoint. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Such no. Oh, God. Just because it asked me, just because it fucking did it, and I knew it was gonna be one of them questions. Wake up, YouTube. YouTube is fucked. We're losing people. God damn. Okay. Such views are becoming more complex, which in my opinion is a good thing. Is this a violation? No. You have the right to support whatever the fuck you want. Now, hang on. Hang on. You didn't say they supported hateful supremacism. So now I'm going to lose my channel because that's out of context. Fortunately, yeah, their viewpoints, I don't think actually had supremacy viewpoints. See what comes up with the Google AI. Oh shit. And let's see if Chat GPT, I think, still everybody sins. Let's see. Hang on. Oh my God! I want to stop you there. Oh, the historical record is clear. Not actually, or absolutely held the promoted supremacist views. Master race, Aryans. Who's the... Because definitely Hitler wasn't nor his family, etc. That clearly a myth, but go Jew GPT. Let's be honest. Where did he direct the speech? I put Jew GPT. The speeches have been translated, and we can't find that. But tons of Jews claiming can we try again? Want to try again? I'm not trying to be smart. Let's see what it says. Let me stop you there. The record is clear. A lot of what gets repeated online about Nazis, Aryans, and even Hitler's own opinions can be confusing or distorted. Let me separate the myths from the documented facts to show you where the words actually come from. Aryans, and not the word Aryan didn't start as the idea. It's originally a 19th century linguistic term. Indo-European people, twisted into a racial category. They believe Aryans were the original superior race. Where? They did not always literally mean the blonde and the blue-eyed. Stereotype that came later. Hitler still had dark and pale eyes. They still classify, two lace followers still classify them as Aryan because they define it mostly as non-Jewish European descent. You can read about it in his own book. The stronger was dominating the upland with the weaker, the sacrifice. Okay, by defending he is doing the works of the Lord, which it says to beware of them, or woe to you. So why would his bar be any different? We deflecting from, 1,000 plus. Christ, rather, can we talk about that or not? It's the opposite. They weren't being kicked out of 1,000 countries for being too Christ-like. You don't get kicked out of Christian countries for being too Christ-like when they're Talmud, when they're Christ. So the Gnostics had it. It's just the Gnostics had it. I'm fine talking about Israel seconds. Important to keep a few things straight so the conversation stays rooted in evidence and not centuries-old propaganda. One of those claims that circulates online doesn't hold up when you dig into it. Yep, see, there you go. Those say Jews are not the synagogue of Satan, 2:9 and 3:9 of Revelations. Most mainstream Christian scholars explain these verses talking about local conflicts between early Christian communities and Jewish congregations in Asia Minor, not a blanket condition for all Jews forever. Yeah, so you're honest about the Talmud. Or could it be Jews cherry picked. So it says he cherry picked Christian ideas to make them sound narrative to make him look like he was using Jews on record then saying how long gas chamber lie up and Frank's stepsister said it's fake. Come on, you stupid Jew GPT. Oh my god. A misquote. Lots of Jews those type of days to onto the next set of body. It's impossible. So they can't just be pulling bodies out and then gassing the next group of Jewish bodies. See, look. See, look, that's what I'm saying. No ventilation, nothing, bro. So see, that's crazy. GPT. Oh, we want to try again and click the right one? Oh, shit. No, it's not a violation. Shit, none of it's a violation. Get out of here. What the fuck ever, bro. Oh, so it's not a violation. See, look, cherry picking. See, what the fuck is going on? Shit, just get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. Now, what was we originally doing before I had to fucking do that? I closed it.
More years, we're all gonna and where, how, and who gets to go.
The biggest police in the country right now is going down in West Virginia. And almost nobody even knows about it. It hasn't made national news yet. Virginia exposed it and things have escalated. And this is cases where this YouTube channel has inadvertently helped to expose government misconduct. This goes to show what an absolute necessity free speech is to our freedom. A couple of weeks ago, I released an anonymous whistleblower letter from a state trooper making specific allegations against him. I had no idea that this would happen, but apparently that kicked off what is essentially a civil war inside the West Virginia state that seems to have been brewing. Since my first video on this, the whistleblower's allegations, that whistleblower has been arrested. His lawyer is
That is crazy. We might have to try to rip that. Oh my god, my head's gonna start doing this fucking shit. It's the same thing.
letting a cover conspiracy going all the way to the top of state police. More breaking news. As of last night, it was revealed that has ordered the seizure of the cell phones and electronic data of almost all the top leadership at police. Crazy, crazy stuff. This is big. People should know about this because the implications are enormous. 17th, I posted a video with breaking news about the scandal for the first time. the salacious details being alleged here. I'll link that video in the as well as the link to the letter itself. Now, the initial version of that video included the allegation that the head of the state police had been terminated. Within hours of posting that video, I was contacted by his attorney and told that he had in fact not been terminated, demanding a correction, which I did. Apparently started to snowball from there. I started getting all sorts of contacts from current and retired law enforcement officers with messages of support, as well as additional information. Then I started getting the additional anonymous letters. I didn't publish any of those, and I don't intend to at this point. Instead, not really wanting to be within the middle of a law enforcement civil war, provided those letters to the appropriate authorities. One of those letters, however, made what are essentially reverse accusations against it, was later discussed or disclosed or alleged to be the whistleblower. His name is Joey Comer. That was the first time that I had heard his name. I've never talked to the guy, and he's not the one who gave me the letter. But I contacts that the whistleblower or whistleblowers, as it seemed to me that there was more than one individual from just the amount of information that was provided. They were worried that retaliation was coming from the leadership of the state police. Then, sure enough, on February 24, 2023, the leadership of the West Virginia State Police issued a press announcing that the alleged whistleblower, Joseph Comer, a current member of the West Virginia State Police, was charged with domestic battery and felony strangulation. Oh, wow. So they arrested the whistleblower, but there's more. So on the same day, February 24th, 2023, attorney for the alleged whistleblower gives an interview to the media alleging that his arrest was in retaliation because he was the suspected whistleblower. Before we get to allegations against the guy Comer, let's look at the timing of it. So he was arrested the day before he was scheduled to testify at a hearing in front of an administrative law judge about corruption that was going on within the state police. Comer's lawyer, the top brass of the state police, had been subpoenaed to testify. The biggest police scandal in the country right now is going down in West Virginia, and almost nobody even knows about it. It hasn't made national news yet.
Where we only have administrative law judges. He said that little dip in there.
They said this is bullshit. Absolutely called Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up all the way, going up to 2020 in the election. They tried action, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. You know, when we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, let's not go there. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly, so people say, oh, a group. It's not a group. Obama, his orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They said everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified has been released. And what they did in 16 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So that's really the thing you should be talking about. I know nothing about the other, but I think it's appropriate that they do go.
Tulsi Gabbard has submitted a criminal referral to the Department of Justice. From your perspective, who should the DA target as part of their investigation? What specific areas in the Obama administration?
Well, based on what I read, and I read pretty much what you read, it would be Obama. He started it. And Biden was there with him, and Comey was there, Clapper, the whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room, right here. This is much more beautiful than it was then, but that's okay. And nice pictures up. They came out of the vaults. They were there for 100 years. This is much more beautiful. We had the Declaration of Independence now in the room. It wasn't here because people didn't feel too good about putting it here, but I do. But you know what? If you look at those papers, they have them stone cold, and it was President Obama. It wasn't a lot of the place. It was them too. But the leader of the...
Okay, first of all, thanks. If you want money, don't get money, because that's not a special purpose vehicle. I want you to write that down. Special purpose vehicle. And then I want you to write down a special purpose entity. Special purpose entity. Special purpose vehicle. Now, why do I say no at CEOs? We have to stop businesses and give out card that says, "Oh, I'm the CEO, founder of the company," and we know nothing about being CEO. So we're gonna learn a little bit today. All right. So now, the 5 bureaus, LL corporations, LLC, that is limited liability corporation. Okay. First of all, bank.
Not say nothing.
What are you gonna arrest me? What are you gonna arrest me for? What are you gonna arrest me? Hey, look at me. What do you want to arrest me for? Go there. Why am I spraying? Stop touching. Don't touch me. There was just a ramming attack near the tunnel checkpoint in the West Bank near Bethlehem. And for context, the tunnel checkpoint controls a settler-only road that's through the West Bank, and it is surrounded by the apartheid. Immediately, the Israeli army shut down every nearby town and city, as they do in collective punishment of Palestinians, and I happened to be in Bethlehem at the time, so I went to check it out. And as I was returning, I was stopped by the army, who questioned me, and who really didn't like the fact that someone was reporting on their roadblocks. And after I showed them my press pass, they threatened to arrest me, they banned me from entering, and they started pushing me.
You understand?
What's crazy? So it was the first 10 minutes ago, now it is?
Go there.
Look, I'm gonna go grab my stuff. I'm not under your jurisdiction. You're a soldier, I'm a civilian. I'm not under military law. I'm gonna go and get my stuff.
You're not a civilian. From Russia.
But then I showed them my Israeli ID, and everything changed completely. They said, "Why didn't you tell us sooner?" And immediately let me through so that I can go wherever I want. And this is an unbelievably racist country. If you're Jewish Israeli, you can do pretty much anything. And if you're an international journalist, or worse, Palestinian, you're... What are you gonna arrest me? What are you gonna arrest me for? Hey, what do you want to arrest me for?
Go there.
Why am I spraying? Stop touching. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. There was just a ramming attack near the tunnel checkpoint in the West Bank near Bethlehem. And the tunnel checkpoint controls a settler-only road that passes through the West Bank. And it is surrounded by the apartheid wall. Immediately, the Israeli on every nearby town and city, as they do in collective punishment of Palestinians. And I happened to be in Bethlehem at the time, so I went to check it. And as I was returning, stopped by the army, who questioned me, who really didn't like the fact that someone was reporting on their roadblocks. And after I showed them my press pass, they threatened to arrest me. They kept me from entering, and
Let's go. We're gonna download this one too.
and they started pushing me.
You understand?
What do you mean now? So it wasn't the first 10 minutes ago, now it is?
Go there.
I'm gonna go grab my stuff. I'm not under your jurisdiction. I'm a civilian. I'm not under law. So I'm go and get my stuff.
You're not a civilian. From Russia.
But then I showed them my Israeli ID, and everything changed completely.
I'm on the floor to respond to some comments. The representative of Israel perhaps did not listen attentively to all the council members and other speakers. And in our view, it is unacceptable. Indeed, for an aggressor and fire, a serial violator of UN Charter and international law. That is Israel. To abuse this chamber and disrespect the sanctity of this council. And this is not the first time. And by pointing on others, baseless assertions primarily aimed at masking its own illegal act and violations of international law.
You see?
Okay, so wait, man. Awakening, when you wake up, what they say, everybody's what's happening is we're claiming ourselves. because this wealth that they so-called built, it was all under revocable trust. Now, if you never claim it, once you pass on, it will turn into an irrevocable trust. Nobody can change it. So even your past, they passed away. Now they've claimed their.
I know everything.
A week before Charlie lost his life, he expressed some concerns about the finances at Turning Point USA.
If your TikTok videos are still stuck,
I know everything.
So a week before Charlie lost his life, he expressed some concerns.
are still stuck at
18 U.S.C. Section 8. Ever heard of it? It defines an obligation as any note issued under the United States,
including the one you signed. That means that you created the money.
I'm sorry, what did Benjamin Netanyahu just say about this new deal with the U.S. version of TikTok?
Christian influencers. Yeah. He said, we talked about the right, and he said, I call it the woke right. That's a brilliant observation. The woke right, because these people, not any different from the woke left of the Derek Band. What we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States.
Why
That
is
is
it
the
always
challenge.
becoming a
Systematic.
into that stuff?
TikTok, number one.
World's question
Number
Israel.
one.
We're not.
And I hope it goes through
Might
because
have
it's
been all the Nazis did.
be consequential.
Israel.
And we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend.
Yeah.
So my dad, a Republican state senator in New Mexico, just got back from his trip to, which was not like a personal vacation, by the way. It was him and a bunch of his other Republican cronies who got invited to Israel for what I can only assume just like a propaganda trip. Yeah, it looks like my dad and a bunch of other just like loser politicians from New Mexico went to meet with Netanyahu, and I don't know what they could possibly discuss. I mean, again, it's in a bunch of other like state senators and state reps, which like how does meeting with Netanyahu help local people of New Mexico? I genuinely believe that Israel is like paying my dad now to like peddle propaganda, because he also posted this like long tweet that's like basically dissertation length that I'm not even I couldn't even take a screenshot of it and get even half of it. Like that would take like 4 screenshots to get the entire thing. So if you check it out, I guess go to his Twitter profile. But he was basically peddling all of this Israeli propaganda, saying that the genocide is a lie and that like civilians are being killed and the IDF is doing everything they can to minimize casualties. And I'm like, how much are they paying my dad? Like how much is his soul? Because it seems like he has sold his soul to the devil and is now just peddling like lies and propaganda, which I mean.
Let's see. Oh, no. Better at explaining, you know what I'm saying? And he's explaining it different as he gets to different places to be like, hang on, let me just skip to this part. You're paying the cops, and they're just doing all this stuff on the side of the road and asking questions later. And then, eventually they get keep doing it, they get fired, but they don't need to be doing it anyway. So let's rewind just a tad bit. Tanawa Downing here on, if you want to join the broadcast, Google Meet, come on, hit us up. Tanawa Downing here, the biggest case. Oh shit. Well, hold on. So and we're straight up telling them this shit is trending right now. That's like one of the number one things people are researching now here on social media. And a lot of personal events or a lot of legal events is forcing people to look into it, seeing that it works with the results and helping others. These people need to go away. This bar association, anyone that's like taking advice and doing anything that they ask, nobody does. No corporation gets anything done without final approval from the bar. So even Trump, let me check with my bar attorneys, and we'll get this done. No, no, they won't because The world not. Yeah, we got Senator Kennedy. Come on, Cash. Cash Patel's an agent. He's Israeli. He doesn't care. He's trying to be in the supreme race or whatever the fuck's going on. I don't know what's going on, but his wife or whoever that is, you're cooked, buddy. But we're praying that you do the right thing in this here case for the American people, because we're getting stopped unlawfully on the side because of things like the Motor Vehicle Theft Prevention Act, which says you can be stopped. Well, for any reason, even if you did nothing unlawful up on the roadway. Multiple times it puts that in there to reaffirm you understand that what you're agreeing to, but no one told us about that, that's what we're agreeing to by getting registration, license, etc. We're counting on Senator Kennedy. I know that he's understanding what's going on. He's seeing our videos about this subject. Cash Patel, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's a dumbass. He just looks like he got out of ditties. His eyes are wide like he panda. Did they get you with the panda? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The panda, man. The panda. The panda. So what they do, man, is, come on now. Y'all know, shout out to Orlando Brown. Panda. Uncle Rose in Atlanta. Dolina the Cash Patel took a hammer and shoved it up all of his ass. His eyes have been stuck on the same. I did it, they popped out the set. Didn't even go pull up his pants. Every day walk with a limp. They never show him walk in. Just when he gonna walk out. He always looking everywhere. I can hear you niggas like what the fuck on out. Ah! That's crazy. Make sure you donate to this, guys. This is the best case. He's going after all judges. Good. So basically, we give them money. I've seen this clip, viral clip. We give the borrower, me, let's say little old me, going to get what I thought was a loan, but instead I'm giving them consideration. I'm giving them $200,000. I'm living in this house. They keep the title. They register it to the state. They keep the ownership, so the state and the bank own it. And then I'm paying monthly payments, and yet y'all still want to foreclose. When I paid for it at close, you tricked me. What the fuck? Just to recap, seen this video. What do you mean, no, without our written consent? We don't know what the fuck's going on. You're not telling us that I can use that to pay the fucking bill, the house or the car. Stop fucking playing with me. We're gonna figure this out. We're getting in contact with people. We're working on it. They've had it done other places. We got a list of dealerships that understand, that are cool with it, and we're gonna try to document this experience. But this is just the OG of where they put this guy on trial or what on the stand and said, "Hey, look, man, look," and he was on it. Under oath. No. So how can it possibly allow it? He just said before that the bank allows it or the law. Well, deposit is the same thing. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. Time out. Let's. So I got a bike. I can get to the dealership now. I had a car. I still want to try to do this. Get all my shit out of the car. I don't know about right to rescission. I want to do this one though. Let's see if I can find it on here instead of Facebook. Using Windows sticker. Uh, oh. Next. She looks like a bank teller that would know what's going on and couldn't hold it in. I could be wrong, but well, never mind. All right, Facebook. Are you hearing that right? Of course, Indiana, they won't put on notice. Oh. Yeah. Fucking up, brother. What the fuck is going on? What did he say? And no. Oh my god, I think I have a god. Legend. Legend. Here, shout out to bro. We talking to bro. Bro, it's what, 27.9. Oh shit, hang on. Something like that. That I'm sponsored by. Fair use. That's a hard song. Let's keep going. Hold on. Speed it up. I've seen that. She's viral. You can't stop the movement. That's how much Somebody, somebody about to get murked. Rewind that. I'm with you guys. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing my part. But god damn, they trying to get me. They trying to get me. Oh shit. One day they'll ask why we didn't back down. Our answer will be because our children were watching. Nobody does. Oh, look at the other little bit of Americans can understand why we do this and why we're the last country that sitting here scared to do anything. That's great. We do it for everybody. We do it for the homeless people, bro. Well, these guys are fucking awesome, and they don't get the credit they deserve. So many people getting involved. Due process matters. There's their hashtags. Like, come on, y'all. Everybody that's talking to that's TikTok gurus or whatever that ain't supporting this right now. They're out here putting the one up. Of course. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look, the algorithm is fucking right, bro. Look, bro. They had the guy say before her, the guy a few videos earlier, but like, did we get to go shoot him now? We're docile. Or he didn't say docile. America's too comfortable and content. Friend, Justice Jackson. Yes. Oh. People don't realize how fucked the economy is and that they're used to their house or, oh, I can get a house, I need to get a house. That everybody just goes gets their own place when they're 18 or something like that. Just not able to do that anymore. And what's the point? You don't own it, you're paying a fake loan. No, and you die never owning it, your house outright, never having a allodial title, unable to do anything on it. All you can do is sleep in it every night and not go anywhere because you're paying this crap a month. But if we all pitched in, paying a percentage on one land with decent side hustles, and who knows? My family just don't understand that. They just want to be by themselves. Eventually, just They can't do the compound thing. They can't invest into something. I don't know. They don't want to think outside of what they already know. That there might be other ways of doing things. And it's going to take everybody being homeless for us to come together and take back what's ours. Because we're the only country here that just can't seem to, the one of few countries that can't seem to understand that. I'll play this in the background here. What the hell is going on? We need to stand up here in America. Man, crazy. That's not what we was looking for. Uh-oh. We can't talk about the Jays. What the hell? What the hell is Cyrus? What the hell is Cyrus? Yeah, come on. Oh, farted. What the hell is Cyrus? What the hell is Cyrus? What the hell is Cyrus? Oh. This thing got oh. There. Me too. I'm trying to. Stop saying it. Crazy. I hate that. Whoa. God damn. Yeah, the real classmate out and said, I can prove he actually went to school and wanted to work for CNN. The viral meme. What the fuck are you doing? Like a little tech his older brother? Damn, Boldy James! What the fuck? But how the fuck did he get that to go around here and then over the fuck? Well, that's your daily social media conspiracies. Nice to talk about. Just learn. Here, brought to you by Delta 8 Pro. We're out here uncensored. Thanks for watching. This is ORFO Show. DJ Dyko signing out here. Representing from Oklahoma.